I'm finna show you what She-Hulk was on in the new Avenger run. So in issue 1, her ass was running down the street and shit. Some dude tried to come holler at her and she told his ass to move away. So she turned to the Hulk for a second and then his ass ran off. She was like, just keep walking, Jen. Don't Hulk out. Just keep walking. Don't Hulk out. Just keep walking. Then in issue 2 of the Avengers, when she had saw one of the Celestials that fell from the sky, the fucking Horde had came out and tried to attack her. And that's when she hulked out. Everybody was fighting the Celestials, aka the final host at the time. And she was fucking up them goddamn Horde things. That's when the damn Celestial had teleported her ass over to where Robbie Reyes was at. Then that's when they got the fucking fighting and shit. It was a decent little fight. Wasn't really too much to show. As you can see, they was getting it the fuck in. But that's when the damn Horde came out and then they had to team up. In Avengers issue 3, after the team up and shit, she kept saying that the fucking the giant space guy was in her head and shit. She was like, "Argh!" Then smashed the ground and they went to the center of the fucking earth to go help out Black Panther and Doctor Strange, who was in the middle of the earth fighting the damn Horde theyself. Jen don't know what the fuck going on with her Hulk transformation right now, but they end up finding out a plan on how to take out the final host. They go to old Asgard to go holler at Odin. Then in issue 4, after Odin gave us his little backstory of the prehistoric Avengers again, he tells they ass about a weapon that could take out the damn Celestials, or that could help them. So he take them over to this damn door and shit, where he tells them like, you might die trying to get this shit, but they was like, fuck it. So they went in there and started destroying all this ice and shit. Then when they finally got through it and shit, that's when they had seen the blood of Ymir. But this when you find out that the cold can take out Thor ass. His ass is about to die, but that's when She-Hulk kissed his ass to warm him up. But this is the first time they started fucking around. So they get up out of there and shit. After Odin warned them, they gonna probably die. In issue 5, after we get the backstory of how humanity itself came to Earth and was created, Cap and Ghost Rider had threw fucking Loki in the damn back of his trunk in the car. Then you see all these damn final hosts up here destroying the city and shit. That's when Thor and fucking She-Hulk came back with the blood of Ymir, so they ate that shit. Ghost Rider hopped into a Celestial and became a Celestial itself, and they all was giants like fucking Celestials. In issue 6, this where you see they ass up here fighting the final host. You get a battle between Doctor Strange and Loki. She-Hulk bit one of they ass. It was like a bomb version. Yeah, that fight with Doctor Strange and Loki was cold. And she spit that shit out talking about some taste like bomb in mouth. Hulk want more. She was doing her thing out there to the final host. Beating the shit out that motherfucker. That shit was cold. Y'all need to go read this run. But after they fought them and shit, and they finally did take out the final host, that's when they went back to the Avengers Tower. And I want to say issue 8, to beat them, they powered up Robbie. There they go, fucking kissing again, She-Hulk and Thor. Yeah, they powered up Robbie and shit. And that's how they end up winning all that shit. They used the Unimind thing, you know, from the Eternals. And this was the Avengers at this point in time in the run of the Avengers. You see She-Hulk ass up here going up the damn Celestial leg, fucking them up. But that's when we get to issue 8. And they really get to getting into what the fuck is going on with her transformation. She even says, I ain't even never hoped out like that. What the hell happening to me? So that's when they was doing all these tests. They say, you're right, Jennifer, something is indeed very different about you. Great, it's know that I'm not crazy, or at least no crazier than the usual crazy. Now just tell me, I'm not dying, Doc. I wish it were that simple. You're the hope. Your body is already rife with enough gamma radiation to kill most people many times over. And since your encounter with the Celestials, those gamma counts have skyrocketed. Your body is now storing more gamma energy than ever before, and it appears you're sometimes able to release that energy in the most explosive of ways. That explains the changes to my psyche and the increased power levels. God, you're right. That sort of explosiveness is beyond what even Bruce can generate. It might also explain why you appear to have less access to your full mental facilities than usual. Why I was talking like a dimwit, you mean? But the smart mouth lawyer me was still in there, somewhere in control, I think. Nevertheless, I recommend more testing before you return to the field. Yeah, I don't think so, Doc. She straight up tell his ass, I'm not going back to the sidelines. I did too much training and control myself to be back on the sidelines like that. Dr. Strange tells her, you become a living gamma bomb, Jennifer, and we don't know when the next time you're gonna explode. Oh, I got a pretty good idea. Bad guys will get smashed, the world will get saved just like it did like yesterday. These new powers are not a blessing. not a curse. The Celestials needed me at my strongest to stop the final host. And so with the Avengers now more than ever. So you better believe they're gonna get the biggest and baddest damn Hulk the world has ever seen. That's when fucking Thor came in and they talk about going to the bathroom and shit. You already know what the fuck they on. In this issue, Black Panther also became the leader of the Avengers. In issue 9 when they fought Namor and they went down to Atlantis and shit, that's when you finally get to see her ass let her power go in an explosive way. Namor was able to take that shit too. Shit was cold. In issue 10, they had fought Namor and his Defenders of the Sea. She-Hulk had to fight this motherfucker, and she was beating his ass. They also had to fight the Winter Guard. She-Hulk was fighting the two gods, Chronobog, Slavic god of darkness, and Perun, the Slavic storm god. Then these motherfuckers, when they tried to come help, end up fighting the fucking Avengers, the Winter Guard. I said that already, huh? This also where you first meet the Squadron Supreme, the Marvel's Justice League. And you also get to see Ghost Rider versus Odin, which is a pretty dope fight. And you got to see the prehistoric Avengers villains. And they go get Blade. And I'm gonna end it off with issue 11. Go read this run. We rating on issue 60 as of now. You get to see her ass become the Winter She-Hulk and World War She-Hulk.